Hello, I am Wonder as far as I am on this channel, and I have been gone for a hot minute. um, this channel has been something that has been sort of an outlet for me on and off throughout the years. As I have looked back on it, my first video was on April 19th, 2018, which was actually a video dedicated to my best friend and dog at the time, Angel. And after that, I did my first gaming video, which was on November 6th, 2018, which was for a game called September 1999. It is a very simplistic game, and when I recorded it, there was no real face or any real idea of what I was doing. And I've progressed a lot, though, since then. I'd used this channel as a creative outlet. When I had first started that, it was kind of an idea of like, oh my gosh, I can do this. Like, I can figure out how to film a gameplay. And then after that, it was, I can figure out how to edit, and I can figure out how to put my face in, and like all these kinds of things. And I found out that I really enjoyed doing those kinds of things. So I use this as this channel as a creative outlet for those kinds of things, as I taught myself how to do a lot of it, and just found that I super enjoyed it. And it became like my own little kind of like slice of the internet, I guess. With all of that stuff, it also helped me kind of like motivate myself to put myself together sometimes, and get ready to film, and to feel like I was motivated to do something, or to be productive, or like be excited about something, or whatever it is. And it felt like something was actually going out into the world, even if I knew the majority of the time it was really just gonna be for me. But that, I think, that's the whole point. You want to, something like this, you want to do for yourself, because when you expect more out of it, and it's very hard for that to ever really happen, it taints it a bit. So my whole point was that I just enjoyed filming videos, especially when I got like friends involved, and we did like creative projects and things like that, and whatever. And I even took, like, in school, when I had done college, I had also done courses that involved a bit of learning some of the programs and things, and cameras that were involved in this. But anyway, it ended up being that I've been kind of active on and off on this channel, with like huge gaps in between. But it allowed me to sort of collect memories, and just kind of put it all together. And in 2023, as it is now, it's been like 4 years since I started actually posting as Wonder on this channel. I wasn't sure after a while if I'd ever end up returning or not, amongst my past being that I've always been sort of on and off. I went through a lot of my own sort of trials, though, I think, in my recent past. I was finally diagnosed with OCD and Tourette's, or really how Tourette's and OCD kind of can go together to be a part of one thing, along with depression, anxiety, ADHD, and a lot of other things that can kind of fall into that flower effect of it. And these are a lot of things that I had to come to terms with over the years. But through a lot of struggling, and a lot of like really low moments, I've also had high moments, and I think I've also like had an opportunity to find myself a little bit more in the case of finding things that I actually care about, and what I actually want to maybe do with my future. Actually set a goal for the first time for my future, and discover what I do and don't like, and what I'm going to actually do in the future, maybe, or what I'm not going to try and entertain, or go through, or push myself to just like have when I don't care for it, or it's not me, or whatever it is. If any of that kind of makes sense. So with that, like, a lot of things have sort of changed, and I think a lot of stuff has been discovered for me, and like people have kind of come and gone, and now I'm here as I am, but with like a bit more knowledge, I guess. And I do have now a full-time career, which I am super happy. It's not been the easiest to get there, but I did discover an idea of like, okay, what do I want to do as a career? What do I want to do for my future? And I realized for my future, I wanted to focus more on having a career than anything else. And then it was, what is that career? And once I discovered what I wanted that career to be, it was working towards making that happen. And as of this year, that came into fruition, or whatever you want to say. I did manage to start that full-time job in a career that I was gunning for and trying to learn and succeed at, and now here we are. So that, of course, takes precedence and priority. But I did find, as I started to find sort of a on and off sort of routine and a better idea of myself and my life and what I was going to do with it and what my priorities were and just all these kinds of things, that I still enjoyed having this sort of creative outlet as well. And I've recently decided, as I've kind of renegotiated my space, which I'm still working on actually, it sort of hit that, like, oh, you know what I could do? I could come back and maybe do this again. As it was just something that was just fun that I enjoyed doing mostly for myself anyway. So with that said, who knows, maybe, I'll post a video or two and that'll be it, or maybe I can have a more routine idea of my schedule and then maybe know when I can fit in things like filming and editing and posting more often, on like maybe specific days or whatever it is, that kind of thing, because I knew that I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed not just gaming, which is something I'll still just do in my own free time, but I enjoyed also getting to feel like I was almost sharing it in a way, or like experiencing it, but also being motivated to really do, like, get involved in it and kind of like get up in the morning and do it in the first place and be more productive, even when I was feeling maybe really down or dealing with a lot of mental health or just a lot of things that are kind of clouding my head a lot of the time. This was something that encouraged me to actually get up and do something creative and enjoy myself and have an outlet and put myself together and things like that. And talk and just express myself, even if it was just to myself in a corner of the vast, endless, universe that is the internet. And I it was just something that I enjoyed, and maybe, I can start doing that to get into a degree or not, or maybe not, who knows, but, I thought that I would maybe come back and try this. My first idea was, doing kind of an update video of where I'm at, and that, hey, hello, welcome, I'm here again, this is me. And maybe I'd start, doing some gameplay again, because that was something I really enjoyed doing. That's kind of my bread and butter for this kind of thing. It's my safe space. And I was thinking of maybe getting into Oxenfree, because Oxenfree is a game that I very much enjoy. I absolutely love that game, and as I was going back through the past, I realized that my first actual, like, really, gameplay after September 1999, which was like an actual, like, the first game after that was like an actual full game that I started trying to do, was Oxenfree, but I'd only filmed about 2 episodes of that, and I don't think I got very far. And it didn't have like face cam or certain things like that and whatever. And now I thought, you know what, as someone who's older now and cares a lot about the game and is ready to also maybe come back with all the knowledge and experience that I have now with filming and doing things and whatever, that I could do that. So I might start with that. I've also got a bunch of different stuff that I also want to try and film and whatever, and we'll see if I'm able to post here on and off and how that goes, and if I can just enjoy it again, even if it's just for myself. So that's kind of like, I wanted to do a quick video. I thought I was going to make it an intro to another one, and then I was like, no, I clearly have more to say. So then I took a step back and kind of took some notes and figured out what I wanted to say, and yeah, that's kind of it. I'm here. I don't know if I'll be able to film more or less, or how that's going to kind of go. It probably doesn't really matter that much to anyone but myself anyway. But I like that this has been kind of like a time capsule of my progression and my enjoyment of the channel and being a creative outlet for myself, and keeping track of everything, including what's going on with my own life and whatnot. So I figured I would do the update video anyway, because part of it is feeling like, you know, you're not alone. You're not just playing, you know, a game by yourself, or just going over something by yourself, but you feel like this is an opportunity for you to feel like you're speaking or reacting or doing whatever and putting it out into the universe as if you're not, you know, just doing it by yourself alone. So I don't know, maybe I'm just off on my own thing, but that's kind of what's going on. I thought I would say, hey, hello, if anyone has watched or will watch this or whatever. Thank you so much for being around. Hopefully you can be kind to me. I hope to be kind to you if you're around. But otherwise, this is more just kind of a creative outlet for me, and I'll see if I'm able to kind of post more or not, or how that kind of looks like. And that's just gonna be that. So we'll go from there, and I don't know. That's it. I guess thanks if you've been around or not. I don't know. Cheers to myself for deciding to maybe return to this creative outlet or not. Maybe I'll always just post on and off here and create a complete treasure trove of memories until I'm old and gray and don't know what I'm doing anymore. Not that I feel like I ever really know what I'm doing, but you know, regardless. And that's kind of that. I don't know. As for now, I'm here, and I guess we'll see how it goes or not.